So here we are, Magic Box. It's a rainy Newcastle day. It's cold, it's wet, it's very early, and this is Magic Box, the shop with two faces. Around the corner is the fancy dress and variety part. In here is the magic part. A nice split. It means you don't have oddities like, fake dog food right next to the high-end magic props. So let's go inside and take a look. So how long has this been here then?
It's been separated for about 11 years now.
Wow.
Initially, we were one small
Yeah.
business through the front shop, and we had a single corner dedicated to magic. Whereas now we have a whole shop.
I'm Stacey, by the way.
Corey.
Right. Do you own the shop, or are you
I'm
working?
not. I just work here.
Oh, okay.
Our two main magicians should be back in a second. They just pop around to the
Oh,
garage.
brilliant. Well, we're here for about an hour, so...
Yeah.
Did you start out as a combined magic and fancy dress shop?
Yeah,
Or
the shop through the front used to be our main shop. This wasn't our shop, and we had a corner that was dedicated to magic, but it was nothing like this. It was probably the size of the packing bench in the corner there. That's all we had. Whereas now we have a nice big shop full of everything you could possibly need.
Wow. Yeah, I was when I was looking for the address of the place, it was interesting because on the website, obviously you have this logo, this Magic Box logo, but when I looked on Street View, you had the logo that's on the door with the funny letters and things.
Fancy dress logo on the Magic Box.
So it really is kind of a branded split.
And then we have face paint site, all with different logos just to confuse people.
That's excellent. Oh wow, the van's here. Cool. Right, so you have a lot of product.
Yep.
How often do you get new stock in, like new things? Because the magic world is constantly moving.
Tends to be every week or so. We try and keep as up to date as possible with all the new stuff.
Cool.
Get orders from Murphy's and other places.
Do you produce anything internally?
We do. We have our own line of products. Stuff like Mad World, Drinko, Family Values, The Door, Beyond ESP, several of our own products, and then some of which are released by other people, but through us as a company.
Oh, so you distribute them to other people? Okay.
You
know what there isn't?
What? What isn't there? Oh, is there not?
No.
We're doing a little tally of how many shops do or don't contain a dippy duck.
Oh, we do upstairs.
Oh,
it's upstairs.
It's on our windowsill upstairs. Loads of people come in and they're just like, "Oh, do you sell dippy ducks?" And we're like, "Yeah," but we don't have it on display.
Is there more stock upstairs? Or is
I have never seen anybody using a dippy duck.
Neither have I. I've never saw one in live performance.
I've seen loads of people using them.
We do have more stock upstairs. It is an office upstairs, but we do tend to keep like any extra stuff, and there's some stuff upstairs that we don't have down here. We occasionally in our lockup stock illusions that we sell, grand scale illusions, which are also on the site. But obviously, it'd be difficult to keep those in here.
Well, you've definitely got the most cards on the ceiling.
Yeah, we try and get as many as possible. There should be a couple of famous names up there.
Look for the one with the pin, that's probably Faye Presto. So what happens is that famous magicians come in and you perform card on the ceiling for them.
Or we'll just perform a normal trick, have them sign a card, and then at the end it'll go on the ceiling as a little memento of
Oh my god, someone's done coin to ceiling as well. You don't see that very often. I thought it's getting to something when you stop looking for the famous names and you start looking for people you actually know. Do you think you mostly get hobbyists here who are just sort of looking for the latest trick or looking for something new, or do you get professionals in who are looking for things to add to their repertoires?
It depends. It varies a bit of both. Predominantly hobbyists, because with it being somewhere less common for magicians, it's very rare that we get any professional performers in buying stuff for their repertoire, but we do get orders from the likes of famous magicians purchasing our product and other products from us. Yeah. Jamie Raven bought from us the other day. But yeah, it's predominantly hobbyists and people that just take a fancy to magic and they want to learn because it's something they find interesting.
So yes, we've not had you on the camera yet. Do you want to introduce
Not yet.
yourself?
My name's Graham. I'm one of the business partners here at Magic Box.
Excellent.
I've been here about 16 years. So I've been here a long time. Too long, some people might say. Too long. I'm going to show you one of our little miracles that we've sold for many, many years called Swinger Ring. I don't know if you've seen it or heard of it. Before we start, you just want to check the lace. Make sure it's a regular lace. It's solid. It's not doesn't pull apart or anything obvious like that. Seem good?
Yep.
Seem good. And also, if you check the ring, make sure that's as solid as it looks. Make sure it's only got one hole in it, the one in the middle. And make sure it's as normal as it looks. It has got a weld mark on there. Just make sure it doesn't pull apart or anything obvious like that. Great. Now, most people, if you ask them to thread a ring onto a lace, most people would probably do something like this. They'd put the ring on, they'd slide it down to the middle so you can see it actually hanging on there, right?
Mm-hmm.
But magicians, we like to overcomplicate things. I'm sure you appreciate this and you know exactly what I mean. Magicians like to overprove things. Let me show you what I mean. When we put a ring on, we don't just put the ring on. We like to really prove the ring's on there. We like to put the ring on so you can really see it go on there. We even do stuff. I don't know why we do this, but magicians do this in slow motion. We do a lot of things. I don't know why we do that, right? Why do we need to do tricks in slow motion? But the ring really does go on the lace all the way down to the middle, in fact. So you can see it's swinging on there, right? But getting it off's a little bit different. We'll grab the middle like this, we'll massage it a little bit, and it'll pop right through the middle of the lace. Let me do it again because you look so shocked into silence there, right? Now, the ring really does go on the lace, no question, right down the middle so you can actually see it on there. But if we grab the ring roughly in the middle and pull, it'll go right through the lace. Let me do it one more time, but this time in your hand. Oh, all right. Ooh, you can see the excitement building now, can't you? Pop your hand out for me. Like, oh, do that again. That was quite good. That was like Debbie McGee.
I know.
It's good. I love the enthusiasm as well. The ring really does go on the lace like this, all the way on. In fact, all the way down to the middle, so you can see it swinging on there. This time we'll do it in your hand. So this time you'll feel it when it just goes right through that ring. Did you feel it go?
Yeah.
Believe it or not, that's actually the easy bit. That's the bit that we've done for years. The hard bit's actually to get the ring and get it to go back onto the lace from like this without going near the ends. That's the difficult bit. Unfortunately, I haven't learned that yet, but if I do learn it, I'll show you next time we're here.
Excellent. If there is somebody out there who's invented a magic trick and would like a company to publish it to you, how should they get in touch with you?
Very simple. Just send us an email or give us a ring. The main person to speak to is Michael Murray. And the reason is Michael is probably the most knowledgeable person in the shop, if not one of the best in the country. He's very knowledgeable and with effects. So he can tell you whether the effects look similar to somebody else's or whether it's already in print somewhere or it's published or whatever. And most of the tricks in here that have been invented are Michael's. So yeah, email or phone, speak to Michael or me. We'll look after you as best we can. A lot of the lines which we do, which are own, are mentalism because obviously my business partner Michael is a mentalist.
It's funny how many shops do like their own mentalism effects because I think
it's the flavour of the month.
Yeah.
I'm with you. I'm not really into mentalism at all. Stacey, do you gamble at all?
Not really.
That's good. I'm going to show you why you should never ever gamble. We've made up this little game with some number cards. It's a little gambling game. Now, before we start the game, I will tell you the odds are going to be stacked in my favour. Like a normal casino, to be honest with you, right? There's no difference there. And the reason it's going to be stacked in my favour because in the moment you're going to choose cards for you. You're going to choose your own cards, but you're also going to choose cards for me. That sounds ridiculous if you played poker like that because you would always win, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
But that's the odds I'm going to give you are going to be stacked in your favour. So before we start, we're going to mix the number cards up. So just take the number cards, I give you those four, and just give them a bit of a general mix up so that they're in no particular order. And once you're happy, stick them on the table card up. That's perfect. I'll even give you mine in case you think I'm cheating. I'll let you mix those four as well. Yeah, mix them up. Once you've mixed them all up, put them on top of those ones. Happy? All mixed up in a random order. Nobody could know the order you're going to end up in.
Absolutely happy.
So here's what's going to happen. You're going to choose two for you, then you're going to choose two for me, then one for you, one for me, one for you until they're all gone. Fair? All right. So here we go. So first of all, which of those two do you want for yourself? Which one do you want?
The 5.
The 5. You
the
sure?
Higher number.
All right. You see, Ash is thinking already. Another one for you?
The 7.
The 7. All right. Now choose one for me.
The 0.
The 0.
Yeah.
Okay. Now choose another one for me.
The 3.
The 3. You sure?
Yeah.
All right. Fair enough. Choose another one for you.
I'm starting to wonder if higher numbers aren't necessarily better. I'm going to go for the 1.
The 1, okay. Now choose one for me.
The 5.
The 5, you're absolutely sure about
Yep.
that. All right, brilliant. Leaves 2 left, and we're going to bring a tiny little bit of randomness in. The next one's you, so you get the next one, and I get the one after that. All right. Now here's the game. All you've got to do is make the numbers into the biggest number you can.
Okay.
So biggest number you can make out of your numbers. So I can make 7, 5, 3, 0. And the idea of the game is whoever gets the biggest number would win. And look at that, even though it was totally random, you made choices, didn't even know what the rules were. You actually beat me by 1. You obviously gambled before, I can tell. But actually, can I be honest with you? It was obvious that you were going to win the game from the very start. That's why I asked you about gambling at the very start. Let me show you. It's because if you go in casinos, the casino... Around. I've done that right? No, that way. The casino always wins.
Ah!
This is why I don't gamble, because I always lose. And to be honest, I never ever go into casinos, and the reason I never go into casinos is because I always end up being poor. But you should, because obviously you've done it before. You would end up being rich, and that's why I never ever gamble. Ever.
After you've brought out, your own effect,
Yeah.
you do a trailer for it.
Yeah.
Maybe did you do any kind of review show? A lot of shops do review shows now.
We used to do a review show a long time ago, actually, before World Magic Shop did, believe it or not.
Wow.
We did one, and we did it through Murphy's. And we told Murphy's about it, and then everybody started doing it since then. But I would say shelf life at the moment it's such a shame. I think shelf life of a trick is about 2 weeks.
Terrible, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, some of ours, obviously, your own tricks you tend to push more than you do regular lines, which I think is fair enough, and most magic shops will probably say the same. But I think something that comes out, for instance, that Cloud9 thing, that's now out of its newness. That's now over 2 weeks old, so nobody wants it anymore.
Is that really £115.99?
Yeah. Just a little miniature smoke machine. But a lot of the stuff that comes in, I would say the shelf life's about 2 weeks, which I think is such a shame because people forget about some of the best tricks. You might get a line that comes in, which is fantastic, but within 2 weeks it's forgotten about. You don't get classics anymore. Like I remember classics when I was younger, when I was growing up, like Twisted Sisters. We still have. We've always got Twisted Sisters in. We've always got Ultimate 3-Card Monty. These are what I consider to be the stable lines, the classic lines, which will never age. But the new stuff, unfortunately, 2 weeks and that's it. And it sits in the stock room. Nobody buys it.
That's bizarre. It's more like the music industry now.
Yeah.
It's like downloads and eBay, Secondhand Magic.
Yeah.
Just runs out for all the don't know what shops like it.
I mean, there's some stuff up here, actually, which has some brilliant lines, but they've just sat up there for years. They're all online, but a lot of them has been forgotten about. There's some fantastic lines that, unfortunately get forgotten about because it's just such a short shelf life now for tricks.
Why do you think that is?
Because there's so much new stuff being churned out, and let's face it, not all of it's good. But there's so much new stuff coming out all the time. I would say there's at least, and if you look at the sort of the wholesalers, magic wholesalers in the US, I would say there's probably 10 new tricks every week. Would you say, Chris?
Probably more than that. Yeah.
Possibly more.
Probably more than
Every week. So because there's so much new stuff and everybody wants the latest, the greatest,
new gimmicks,
the stuff that's 2 weeks old gets forgotten about. There's something newer on the market. It's a shame.
There was something you said just then which hasn't come up in any other shop that we've mentioned, that we've been to.
Right.
Have you seen a big impact from Facebook pages like Secondhand Magic and?
Yeah. I think to say it hasn't affected magic shops wouldn't be right. Wouldn't be true. I'd say that would be an untrue thing to say. Obviously, a lot of people do sell their stuff secondhand, but again, what we sell, back to what I was saying before, people who want the newest stuff buy from magic shops. Yeah. That's what we sell the most of, is the new stuff. But then after 2 weeks, it's shelved.
Wow.
Like 10 years ago when I first started here, when there was only a handful of magic shops in the UK, now there's one in every city, like you said. So it's quite so much competition out there.
I think one thing that has changed a lot is that even like stores that have brick and mortar, actual place where you can visit, they are now not just sort of focusing on their own local area. They are all selling online.
Yeah.
So it's every shop in the country is competing against every other shop in the
Exactly,
country,
yeah.
and some people running out of their garage.
Yeah.
Yesterday,
Well,
we went to a shop. They said they did 50% online, 50% in the shop.
Mhm.
And that was a bit of an outlier because most of the others said they were doing 95% online.
Yeah.
Is that what you see?
Ours is probably about 80%, I would say, 80% online,
Hmm.
20% shop sales. I mean, obviously, we're lucky and we're different from some magic shops because we're right bang in the city centre. Whereas a lot of magic shops, they have got brick and mortars, but they tend to be like either on an industrial estate or outside of the city centre, with exception of like Davenport's and International Magic. Even International Magic sort of not in the centre of London as such.
Yeah,
I
it's kind of
suppose.
on the outskirts.
We are literally like the centre of Newcastle is like 1 minute walk along
Yes.
there.
Merlin's of Wakefield is
Really
on the
close.
high street.
Right.
It really surprised me. That
I'm
was...
surprised that I didn't think they were on the high
Yeah.
street. I thought they were like in a little industrial estate. So
No. It was a shopping.
I thought they were just like off of like a back street type thing.
No, it's a pedestrian precinct with shops either side of them. There's a lot of footfall going past that shop.
right.
So do you think long-term a brick and mortar shop magic is justifiable, or do you think it'll change?
I hope it won't change, but I think it will.
So we've just been to Magic Box in Newcastle. Nice shop, good place. Visit it. It's great. We are now on the road. We're taking a circuitous route towards Glasgow for Tam Shepherd's Trick Shop. We're going to stop on the way at the National Museum of Flight in Scotland because somebody wants to photograph Vulcan.
Oh, excuse me for not wanting to see a magic shop in Edinburgh.
There are no magic shops in Edinburgh. Or are there? No, there aren't.
No, there aren't.
Or are there?
No.
No?
No.
No. She's always moving me around to get better lighting.
No, so I can get you in the shot.
Yeah, but all you get is the back of my head. We want to see him answering the question.
I've only got one camera.
You'll get back into used to bickering.
There's going to be hours of outtakes of us just arguing.
Well, we'll have the arguing outtakes. There we go.
I have this horrible habit
knowledgeable.
of meeting like sort of well-known magicians and not recognising
Yeah.
them, and they feel really snubbed because I've blanked them and I've not known who they are. When I met John Lenihan
Oh, yeah.
in the Magic Circle, when I first joined the Magic Circle, I met John Lenihan, and he was saying, "Hi there, I'm John Lenihan." I was like, "Oh, shit."
So what?
I was like, I've literally never heard of you. I'm sorry if you're
Yeah.
famous, but I've never heard of you. And then later in the evening, I was talking about how much I used to love this TV show called Stuff the White Rabbit. Because I thought that the presenter of Stuff the White Rabbit was Dave Williamson.
Right. It was,
And so then it was actually
Yeah.
him, because I got them mixed up because I was so young when I
Yeah.
watched it, I didn't know the difference. So that was,
You're kind of similar, actually.
Partly
When you
embarrassing.
think about it, actually.
mm,
You're quite similar in the way they sort of perform and stuff.
yeah. Well, in my head, I've always thought that there was only like one American magician, because you don't realise how many magicians
No,
there
you're
are.
right, yeah.
So I used to get Daryl, Dave Williamson, John Lenihan, all mixed up. I didn't know which was which.
If you could combine all three together, that would be
Wow.
awesome. What a magician that would be, wouldn't it?
Or it would be some kind of hideous abomination with
Yeah.
6 arms, 6 legs, 3 heads, and
Yeah.
good classic palm.